Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make honey garlic chicken and veggies. Ready? Let's go. A little bit whoop whoop. What's up guys? My name is Courtney Budson and this is What's for Din. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys another one-pan recipe. I'm gonna show you how to make one-pan honey garlic chicken and veggies. You know how much I love one-pan recipes and this one is so stinking good, it's ridiculous. You have roasted chicken, roasted carrots, roasted potatoes, all covered in this delicious honey garlic saucy glaze that is just like your head's gonna explode. It's so delicious. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're gonna start off with a large cast iron skillet. I have it over medium-high heat. To that, I'm gonna add some butter, get that melted down, and also add some olive oil. And the olive oil helps to prevent the butter from getting super brown and actually burning. Now you want your pan hot, but you don't want it overly hot so it doesn't burn the chicken. And also you can go ahead and get your oven preheated at 425 degrees. So here I have some bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs and 2 chicken wings. Now you can use bone-in, skin-on chicken breast if you want. Anything you want, you can totally use in this recipe. So I'm gonna put that skin side down in my hot pan. If you don't hear that sizzle, that means it's not ready. Take it out and wait until it gets nice and hot. Now all we're looking to do is to get a really nice golden brown color on the skin, and then we're gonna flip it and get a little bit of color on the opposite side. We're not looking to cook these all the way through since we're gonna be putting this in the oven. All right, my chicken's nice and brown, and I went ahead and turned down my heat so I don't burn myself. I'm just gonna remove it and put it on a plate until we're ready for it. So now to my pan with all of the same bits, I'm going to add some carrots. And these are just baby carrots that I cut in half, and some russet potato that I cubed. Just give that a good toss. I'm gonna go ahead and season that with some salt and pepper. And once again, we're not looking to cook this all the way through. We're just looking to cook it about halfway and get a nice brown color on the outside. So you can see I have some really nice color on these, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove them. They're about cooked halfway through, so they're not completely cooked because we have to stick them in the oven. So I'm just gonna take these out and set them aside and work on the next step. So again, in the same pan, I'm going to add my onion. Whoop. And I'm just gonna cook that all in that same oil until they get nice and soft. So about 3 minutes. Okay, so while we're waiting for this, we're gonna go ahead and make the honey garlic sauce. So I just have some regular chicken broth here. And into that, I'm gonna be adding some coconut aminos. So it's just a replacement for soy sauce. It's a lot healthier because it doesn't have soy in it. Some ketchup. I know it seems weird, just trust me on this. And some honey. And you just want to whisk that all together. By the way, sorry about my nails. I didn't have time to paint them and they look a hot mess, so don't judge me. So my onions, you can see they got a little crispy. I didn't mean for that to happen, but when you're filming and you're trying to get a good shot, it's kind of what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and add a ton of garlic. And my pan's looking a little dry, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. And you only wanna cook this for another like minute because you just want the garlic to be fragrant. You don't want it to get brown, otherwise that means that it's gonna be bitter and it's not gonna taste good and it's gonna ruin your whole dish. So right away, it was only like 30 seconds and the garlic, I can smell it, so it's ready to go. So to that, we're gonna add our sauce. I'm gonna raise the heat back up to about a medium-high. So we're just gonna simmer this and allow this to reduce slightly. So I know it's hard to see because it's really steamy, but this is reduced slightly. Now, I don't like to let it reduce too much because me and my husband like a lot of sauce on it. But if you really like a really thick sauce, you're gonna wanna let this reduce for quite a while until you get the consistency that you're looking for. So into that, I'm gonna add my carrots and potatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that together so they get nice and coated in the sauce. Go ahead and nestle your chicken pieces in. All right, so the chicken's nice and nestled in, everything's nice and even. So now all we have to do is throw it in a 425-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. You just want your chicken to be in an internal temperature of 165 degrees and you're golden. So sometimes I like to put the broil on at the very end for like the last 3 minutes to get some nice color on the top. That's optional, completely up to you. So yeah, that's it. Throw it in the oven and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. You already know what time it is. It's eating time. So you can see the beautiful golden color on the potatoes, on the chicken, on the carrots. It's just all a bunch of roasted loveliness. So I'm gonna try my best to get a bite of every single thing. Oh my. I know I say the same thing about every recipe I do, but would I give you a bad recipe? I mean, come on. I've gotta say, I think my favorite part about this recipe is that the potatoes turn into like sponges and they just soak up all of that sauce. And so when you bite into a potato, it's like a flavor explosion. This is absolutely delightful. I know you guys would love this recipe. So if you do want to recreate it, just look below in the description box. I'll leave all the measurements as well as the written instructions. And if you did like this video, please don't forget to smack that like button. So as always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and we'll see you next time. Peace.